Just talk about the game today a little bit. Obviously, you're probably disappointed. From a team perspective, what do you think went wrong today?
Obviously, we're all disappointed, but I think we're all pretty much disappointed. But I don't think that this is going to let us put our heads down. We're the type of team to keep going. We're back at practice tomorrow, and I think we should just keep doing what we do, focus on our strengths, and that should get us where we're going.
Okay. I haven't seen all of your games this year, but from what I have seen, you've gradually started to increase your play a little bit. I thought you played pretty well today in limited minutes. It's been about a year, hasn't it, since your injury? Do you remember the exact date? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, actually, yesterday, a year ago, I tore my ACL.
And MCL, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So a year and a day then. So just talk about to take your mind off today a little bit, just talk about what your progress has been like. Were there some tough times rehabbing? When did you start to feel halfway like your old self, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, I actually had a second surgery like a few weeks, or not few weeks, I'm sorry, like maybe 11 weeks ago. So it's been a challenge, but I come in every day, work hard, do the things I'm supposed to do, and I just kind of let the game come to me. I don't want to force anything necessarily. Just keep getting better every day, keep strengthening as far as my knee, and I just kind of let things come to me. Every day I see progress in myself.
Do you mind saying what the surgery was 11 weeks ago?
Oh, I have like a loose body in my knee, so I had to get like a scope to get it out. And so ever since then, it's been a challenge.
Relatively minor surgery,
Yeah.
but every surgery is minor except to the person who's having it, is how the saying goes. What's been the toughest part about coming back?
I would say mentally it's been a struggle because sometimes I can't always bring myself out of the darkest places I seem to be in sometimes. So mentally it's the biggest challenge for me. But every day I just continue to motivate myself and continue to remember why I do what I do. And it kind of helps me get through the day.
As I recall, you're studying to be a nurse, so you've been getting more familiar with medical facilities in a different way than you planned, I'm guessing, because of your injuries. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Looking ahead to Tuesday, I don't know if we're going to get a chance to come and get Coach for a separate interview, so I asked him a question. And you probably don't know much about Chicago State yet, but talk about what the team's got to do to play a little bit better Tuesday to get a win here at home.
Like I said, I think that we should just continue to do the little things, focus on our strengths and what we do best, and that should lead us to success.
Okay. I think I'm good, yeah. Hey, keep it up.
Thank you.
Me again? Okay. Well, Anna, talk about what went wrong today.
I think from even the start of the game, we weren't like necessarily 100% focused. I feel like our energy was off a lot, and just communicating on the court. I think those were like the big things for tonight.
It seemed like the shooting was off, and everybody's going to have an off shooting game once in a while, but there wasn't really anybody who picked up the slack today, and that's rare for your team. Would you disagree with that, or?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like we
Did they-
shouldn't necessarily be picked as a shooting team. I mean, I feel like we can go inside just as good as we can shoot the ball. So I feel like we're kind of off in like both perspectives tonight.
And did Ohio do anything to throw you off your game a little bit? Anything unexpected?
No, nothing that we didn't expect and didn't go over. I think they came out with more energy than we did, and I think they outplayed us tonight.
And not much turnaround here before your next home game Tuesday. I asked Coach about it. He doesn't know much about or he said he didn't know much about the opponent you guys I'm sure we're focusing on today in practices. What can you say about Tuesday? You probably don't know much about Chicago State either, but what's got to be, when I write another story for the preview, what can the focus be on Chicago State?
I think kind of locking into right when the jump ball starts to just giving every play 100% and just playing how we know how to play and trying not to get out of what we're best at.
Do you think maybe anybody on the team subconsciously today might have thought, all right, we're going to get it together here, and then 8 minutes to go, oh, geez, we're 8 or 10 points down. All right, this is the time. We got to be urgent. And that moment never really happened.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a specific person, but I think they're having a hard time scoring and then capitalizing on getting a stop on defense. So I feel like, and most of the time defense creates offense. So I feel like we played very, not afraid of them, but just more so we were kind of letting them, like we were doing what they wanted us to do. So I feel like that's where it went wrong.
And something coach alerted me to, and I don't know if you knew this or not, they came in with a winless record, but they had a good team last year, and they lost their best player, how I was educated. So it's possible that they're a much better team than their record indicated, and they were just getting used to playing without that player, and they're probably a better team than what their record indicates. I mean, did it seem like they were a pretty good team out there? Obviously, the scoreboard said so, but